What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special video today. For making it to 800 subscribers, I will be ranking every item from the game of Zooba from the worst to first. This is going to be really funny and it also might be a little controversial, so you better buckle up for this video. If you want to subscribe, by all means, I would like for you to subscribe since it helped my channel to grow. And as always, cue the intro. Before we start into this video, for the record, this is just my opinion. This is not no facts or no data. So don't become flood the comments saying, oh, this is too low, this is too high. You could, retort and have a response to the things you disagree with. But I don't want all these people, y'all coming in and saying, this too low, this too high, and things of that nature. It's just a funny little gig and just something you could just look at and just ponder about. So yeah, now let's hop right into it. Right now, the worst item in the game of Zooba is kind of obvious. It's Bandage. Now, I don't know who actually came up with this idea, but I guess they was trying to think of making a challenge for others. Because other than that, it's nothing beneficial. It doesn't help no character. It takes away your health kits. And can you actually believe that this used to be a special item? I'm not out here trying to shade Zooba, but man, that was crazy. Next, number 24, Doctor's Coat. Now, this item sounds like a great idea. It seems that it should work better because it heals you when you use a health kit and your other teammates around you. But to be honest, it really doesn't do a thing. It really does not really help you much. It's the most least used item probably right after Bandage, and it's not beneficial. They got way better items you can use, and your teammates practically could get health compared to you popping a health kit with other items. And so yeah, it just kind of, yeah. Next, number 23, Clown Nose. Now, Clown Nose did get a buff, but it still kind of sucks. It's not as bad as others. You could get some utilization using it with Fuzzy. My video with my Fuzzy gameplay with Clown Nose. Check it out if you haven't. But other than that, it reveals your enemies. It slows them for a tad bit. But it's not really game changer. It's not moving the needle for you. It's not really going to help you that much in big games. But you pop it on Fuzzy, yeah, you could probably do a little something. Number 22, Happy Trees. Now this one may sound a shock and might be controversial to some people, but because the recent change to Happy Trees when they moved up to a special only item, the chances of you getting at high levels is so slim. And then as well, it's just not the same anymore. They took the second away from you healing. I think it's 1.2 seconds or something. That make a difference. And so it's just not the best healing item, and it's also just like a waste of space because you got to stand still. And now the game of Zooba is fast paced. You can't be out here standing still in battles trying to get some health. And so yeah, it just kind of fell off over time, and I just don't think it's that good anymore. Next, number 21, Heing Cancer. Now before anybody say whoa, this item is a good item. However, me and my brother talked about this and we started naming the list of characters, because you have 45 characters in the game of Zooba. I could only get to 10 characters that could use this item. And so since there's so many characters that doesn't use this item in Zooba, I had to knock it down. Like, I can't just give it up, even though it's gonna work so well with other characters. There's so many characters in Zooba that does not use this item at all. That's why the reason it's down here. But the ones that can use it, I would highly recommend using this. This item is a good item, but yeah, because it's not for every character, I had to knock it all the way down here. Next, number 20, Motu Bomb. Now this item used to be so good in the game of Zooba when it was slower paced and bombs was leading the way, and you had players like Pepper who was able to have the big bomb radius before they start adding to skill points so you can make your bombs bigger. This item used to be super strong, but over time it just kind of fell out of the range to me because there's so many other good items that you could use that replace this Molotov. And because the Molotov itself is not as strong, you have to put it with the cluster bombs to get your full, like, the apex of Molotov. And so because you taking up 2 spaces and there's so many other items that you can use, people don't use Molotov, and it's just not the same anymore. And so Yeah, it kind of fell off, but I mean, you can still try it. I like to still use it at times. Next, number 19, fire repellent. For all the campers out here that may be a little upset about this low ranking for fire repellent, I mean, the truth is they got so many better items that you could use. Let's just be real. But fire repellent is a good item. It protects you from the fire outside the map, and also it protects you from Molotovs. The only issue that I would have liked it for it to protect you from is the lava on the board, but I guess fire and lava are two different things, I guess. But either way, it's a solid one, but it's just not always prevalent in battles, because most times you're not trying to be in the fire anyway. You're not really going to fire. Molotov is not much of an issue no more, and so it's just really just there now. Next, number 18, Shark Skite. I don't even know how to say this word, but this item is, to be honest, it's a good item. Like, it could really be a good item, but because it is a specials only item, mainly you ain't gonna get it high level, and so it get knocked down because of the fact how long it takes for someone to lose their health with every hit you do if you don't have a high level. But I've seen players that have it with high level, and it's really very dangerous. But I don't see people use it all the time, and also because of the fact it also reveal your hiding spot too, which is kind of messed up. But it's one of the cooler looking items, so I would give them points to that. But other than that, I mean, if we have way more higher levels with it, I could probably change. My opinion might change with this, to be honest. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. But yeah, this is 18. Next, number 17, Toolkit. The OG item that kind of shifted the whole meta during the time it had came in. I still remember when it came in the the anniversary update. So many people were popping that toolkit, and with the new Firefox nest, still one of the coolest items. Gives you a shield, blocks you from attacks, and you know, with all the people using the pheromones and stuff, it also blocks you from pheromone. And so, yeah, good item. But I mean, for people that like to play like me, who like to really fight into Zooba, I don't like to hide and do all the camping stuff, so I put it down because this is, you know, this is my list. But it's a good item for those who like camping and help those out to hide and, you know, try to get high rankings. And so yeah, good item to use, but it's just not my type of style, so that's why it's at 17. Next, number 16, Holy Sandos. This item is so underrated. It's actually it's been a little underrated ever since it's been the game, and it still is to this day, because it's got other items that you just want to use. But the ability to allow you to walk on board and not have no hindrance around the map is a special thing to have. And so it's a good item. It's just, again, it's just overshadowed by so many other items that you just forget about it. But yeah, it's so good to jump, not to worry about getting stuck in the water. I mean, who would want that? And you get a speed boost. But like I was saying earlier, you just forget about it. It's just so many other items, and so it's just lost in the wind. Next, number 15, Electrical Gauntlet. Now this one, I think I might be overrating a tad bit, but I did see some purpose out of it. It does give you a speed boost and also deal damage to those that have the pheromones and people behind in the barrels. You could bust a barrel and get the pheromones, and so I guess it's a good item. It's a special item. It is, to me, the coolest looking item though in Zooba, with the little electric bubble around you. It's cool. So yeah, it's in the middle. I don't just think it's that strong though, so I could be overrating. Comment below if I'm overrating this item, y'all. Next, number 14, Snorkel. The OG item that has been through so many changes because of how people used to abuse it. It still is very good to use, to be able to become invincible in the water when you may be attacked, and where some characters make it even overpowered. And so this item has stayed the test of time, and it's still a very good item to use in battles or during time when you're trying to, for low levels, to trying to do camping. And so yeah, this is a strong item. I still like it, and yeah, that's pretty much it about this one. I don't really got much to say. Next, number 13, Wake Up Coffee. And yes, I know some people might be surprised by this high ranking for Wake Up Coffee, and they also might be like, well, you know, you lose an item later on. But y'all, let's start off in the beginning of the game, especially if you're on the volcano map and you got coffee on. You can win the game with the coffee still on, because that's how fast you can go around that little small board. Like, this item is so good to give you that speed boost and also pick up speed. It allows you to be able to compete and fight for the legendary having this item on. And also with tanks, it makes it so much better to get a head start above other players in the beginning of the game. And so Even though you lose it for the rest of the game, I just think because of the beginning so well, you get so much of a boost from the beginning that I had to put it close into the half mark, right into the top 13. And so yeah, this item is very, very good. Next, now we just cracked the half of all the items, and at 12 we got cluster bombs. And yes, every character don't use bombs in Zooba, but man, this item is so good. This is literally just asking, can y'all just get extra damage in the game of Zooba? That's what cluster bombs does for you. It gives you extra damage, pop 3 little smaller bombs, and deal massive damage. And if you're on squad team modes, you pop this thing on Ollie, somebody like Buck, some dupes, like, bro, you could just go haywire. And same with these, with the cluster bombs, the extra damage and the collide of sorts, and sometimes they can also be so close to there that a player can get hit by all 3 of them. I mean, this item is just so good. But the only problem is that I couldn't put it inside the top 10. It's because every character don't use bombs, and so I can't give it that much of a high ranking since every character can't use it. But the ones that can use it, put it on them, and you could just watch and see, especially the higher level. Next, number 11, Bandage. Now this item is so good, but because again it is a special only item, the caveat to it is it's hard to get a high level. But regardless, even if it's high level or it's not high level, because mine's not even super high level, but because the extra healing over time, when you it's just like a protection from getting hit by massive damage. It heals pieces of your health, and so it's so good to use. It just kind of overshadow, kind of like the Sandos. But when you put this item on and you just go back and turn back the clock and remember the old days when this item was not a special only item, man, this item is a good item to use, and it also just helps you in the middle of the games. I couldn't put it in the top 10 though because of the special items only. But yeah, if you get this item, you should use it because healing over time after taking damage, healing upon your health, is a very efficient way to you to survive longer in Zooba games. Next, crack the top 10. At number 10 we have Binoculars. This one just very simple. It just allows you to see literally any place or anywhere on the board. You don't even need this thing on high level. It's just so good for you to find players or also invade players with this item. This item, when it came in, I remember people was complaining about it being a special only item. I'm so glad they did move it to a gold item. I think, no, they did move it back to special elements. I forgot. Either way, this item is so good to use. It allows you just to see players on the board, and for those that like to set people up with booby traps or peekaboo attacks with my Bruce, I wish I get it for Bruce. Bro, it's so funny to use because they never see it coming. So yeah, I had to put it in top 10. Next, number 9, Adrenaline Shot. The OG, the simple, most casual way just to help you prevent yourself from dying if you have a health kit. This item is still effective in use till right now. If you have a health kit, this item protects you from not taking kill shots, and so especially when you got people like Phil and Pacos and these new high damage characters, having a Adrenaline Shot is a good thing to have instead of getting caught off guard and you couldn't use a health kit. And so yeah, just a simple old trade OG item, and it's still so strong in the game of Zooba. It helps you protect you to prevent death for kill shots. And so yeah, I will use this item. You could use this item. Number 8, we have the Gummy Vitamins, and this one is becoming one of my favorite items. I know I only got it for one character, but who cares? This item is so good. I want to move it much higher, but I don't know the full effect of it, so I couldn't give it much of a higher ranking than this right now. But healing every effect, just enhancing all healing effects, no matter it's your items healing effects like Happy Trees or Bandage. Even the characters themselves get enhanced healing effects like Betsy's and Lizzie's. If you get this for one of them characters, man, you could literally be almost close to being immortal. Like this item literally makes activate immortal Zooba. And so yeah, I mean, this is a great item. If you get a chance to get it, by all means get it. Like I'm telling you, because this item for certain characters could be broken, and we haven't even seen the full effect of it because people don't even use it, but it's good to me. Next, at number 7, we got SelfDelator, and this one may be controversial because I feel like this should be much higher. This item is so good, y'all. Like the ability, it just gives you a second life. And so if you get a second life, I mean, come on, count me in. And so when you're playing Zooba battles, you lose. You thought you about to lose, but then somebody resurrect, man. It's annoying, but also if you're the person that's doing it, it's so much the amazing feeling. So great item. I could move it much higher. Comment below, this item should be higher above the next ones I'm about to name. But yeah, just a solid item. Just give you a second life in Zooba. So just a good item. Next, number 6, we have TooRockets. And now this is the item that I'm getting properly known for. But to be honest, this item is kind of really broken, y'all. I mean, this item is so good. It gives you a speed boost and also gives you the cooldown reduction. But it requires skill. You gotta hit players, and so it does take a little while before you get to the full rockets batch to get your cooldown. But it's just so good. And when you start getting the connections and you start letting people, you start running around speeding boost. Bro, this item just could sometimes be broken. I feel like it should be behind SelfDelator, but because this is my list, I like TooRockets so much, and so I put it ahead of it. And so yeah, but I want to put it top 5, but I couldn't because I gotta just be honest with myself. Next, at number 5 we have muscles. This is the OG item, but it's still very good, and especially you get a higher the level, then it becomes even more stronger. But this item is still just good, give you extra health and also extra damage to deal to your enemies upon getting kills. Not only is it a balanced item, it also just again requires skill. It does, you gotta do something for you to get the benefits of it. So I like this item so much. It's just a good item, and also it's a good intimidating item too, because when you grow and get big and players seeing you from a distance, seeing how big you got, so it's one of the best cool effects items in Zooba 2. It's still the OG one. It's still one of the best ones to use. If you could get your hands on it, you should get it. And so yeah, I just like muscles a lot. Next, at number 4 we have Defibrillator, the best team item by far in the game of Zooba. The ability to res your team instantaneously is still strong and better than anything else in the game of Zooba as far as teams mode. And so that's why I had to put it way up here, because of the fact how well it works, how strong it still is, and because over time when you upgrade to high levels, how fast you can res your team back, man. Defibrillator, pardon me, is still one of the best items to use on team modes. You should always have that on team modes. And so do not look at my videos and think, okay, why the one don't have Defibrillator on? But this item is so good to use, y'all. Use it for team modes if you're trying to win games with your team and trying to push the higher grandmasters. And so yeah, not much I gotta say about this. I'm just good to raise your team back quicker. Next, alright, we have made it to the top 3. And in 3rd place, we have jungle shoes. This item is by far the best item in Zooba. I still remember when they tried to nerf it and put a caveat so you couldn't go in and out the bushes, and us players did not like that, and so they reverted back to the original state. This item is so good, just allow you to get a speed boost in the bush, getting that extra speed in the game of Zooba, because Zooba is fast paced. Having the jungle shoes is essential pretty much to me in every character. You ain't gonna see me without jungle shoes playing Zooba. Like, that's just a no. If somebody challenges me that, I would do it, but for the most part, I'm out here popping them jungle shoes all the time. This item, I just like it. I like it so much. Get the speed boost around the bushes, and so yeah, top 3 for sure. But the other 2 are better. Next, at number 2, we have Vampire Teeth. And if you look at my videos, a lot of times I should be dead in Zooba, but I be saved by the Vampire Teeth. And this item has been nerfed, buff, but it's balanced and it does what it's supposed to do. Allow you to take health and give it to yourself when you hit a player. And it's so effective, and it's still the best healing item in the game of Zooba by far. I mean, Bandage, you look at the scale, Bandage to Vampire Teeth is not even close. Vampire Teeth supreme as far as gaining back health in the game of Zooba. And so yeah, this item I don't really got much to say about it, because we all know the effect of it. It just hearing where it's ranked at, it's kind of it's a bummed out, because it's supposed to be the best item in Zooba, but we got this item that kind of just took over Zooba and made it so that players don't have to use any more skill. And so we about to talk about it right now, I guess. Next, at number 1, we have Pheromone Essence. Now, I really don't want to talk about this item, because I got a love vendetta against it. It's a PU to me. But Pheromone Essence, let's just be real, it's the best item in Zooba. Nothing comes close to it. The ability to allow you to stun your enemies, because the stun was kind of exclusive to stunning characters, but now since we have a Pheromone, any character could be a stunning character, and with certain characters, you could really be broken with them. And so, it's the best item in Zooba. With certain characters, it also travels across the board. That's, to me, is still the most annoying thing. I still feel like that should be nerfed, like with players like Max and Nyx and Kaylee. Like, them players jumping across the board, allowing the Pheromone to travel with them. It's like, really? It's already a strong item. Why you gonna make it more stronger? But I mean, come on. We all knew Pheromone is the best item in Zooba right now. and it's far ahead above any character. And compared, if you gotta have higher levels, you probably just need a thermal S. You don't even need other items. You could just use that. If you have a high level, you'll win games. And so, yeah, that was it for that item. I'm not talking much about that item anymore. I'm done, y'all. I'm gone. This video, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you like the ranking. I hope you kind of agree with some of the points and the rankings I put with some. The ones you disagree with, tell me down in the comments below. I don't mind because I like it, but don't just be flooding the gates like, oh my goodness, yeah. Like, come on. It was just a fun little gig, and so I just glad for my heart they knows who the one who told me to make this video. Shout out to you, and also for the ones that also been supporting and watching my videos. Shout out to y'all as well. Thank you for 800 subscribers. And yeah, peace out. I will see y'all soon. And I don't know what the next videos may be. Y'all probably could give me some more ideas what I should do. I could do more rankings. I could do a character ranking. Or I could do some highlights. But either way, like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. And yeah, peace out.
Hey you. Yeah. Subscribe. SUBSCRIB.